All right, so a while back, I had mentioned that I was going to be increasing my training intensity to try to put on some mass to see where I'm at when it comes to body parts that I needed to improve upon, or body parts that were already okay and that I don't have to work or worry too much about improving upon for any possible future competition plans that I might have. And so, in preparation to do that, or in the course of doing that, I've changed up two major parts of my training. Number one, I switched from protein powders to aminos, which I referred to in a prior video, for post workout nutrition. And I've switched my afternoon or evening workouts from then through to the morning. And I'm talking about early, like butt crack of dawn morning, like 5:30 morning. And I found a couple of things that have been really interesting for me. Number one, um, when I'm training in the morning, I find myself getting a lot more muscle activation a lot more quickly. But in contrast to that, while I'm activated a lot faster, I find that I'm much weaker with much less endurance in the mornings. That doesn't mean I'm not getting effective workouts because I am, but I'm feeling it a lot more. I'm much more winded, and I have much less overall strength in the morning hours. In the afternoon hours, however, the positives and negatives are this. Number one, I was very, very strong, which is a great positive. Of course, you want to be strong. Number two, um, I could lift more weight. Obviously, that follows suit. But at the same time, the negative side of that was my pumps didn't come nearly as quickly, and it took me a lot of sets to prep for the real work. And that's a drawback because it takes time and it takes a lot of excess energy that you could be focused on getting in actual sets that are going to be effective. Now, I'm still trying to figure out which one I like better, but the overall result so far has been pretty good. Um, I've kept all of my size as far as muscularity goes, but I've dropped about 7 pounds in weight, and I can only assume that it's all from fat because my muscle is all still there. So I went from the mid 180s to the high 17, the low 190s to the mid 180s. I'm now 185 pounds, whereas about 192, 193 when I started this. I've done zero cardio. I'm not advising that you do no cardio. I think it's a great and important part of a workout routine, but I just haven't done any yet. But I've dropped that amount of weight simply by switching to mornings, using aminos for my post-workout nutrition, and dropping my calories low. Again, I'm not advising that as a general lifestyle. I'm not advising that as a general rule of training. I should get my ass on a cardio machine. It's a big mistake that I'm not doing it, and I will. But for the point of this video, low carbs training in the morning has worked for me to drop weight as far as getting cut up. The positive side to this is I have a much clearer picture of body parts that I need to improve upon. What I do need to improve upon right now are my legs. Now, not just legs in general, I'm talking about the outer quad sweep. It used to be one of my strongest body parts. It's still strong, but it needs to be better. My legs used to be much wider than they are now. I attribute that to my lack of leg training from about 2 years after I last tried to compete. That's on me, nobody else. But I'm getting them back, and I'm focusing my training on that. With all that out of the way, I wanted to show you guys a video today of me training shoulders and arms, which I thought was an interesting combination because I haven't done it in a while, and I thought that I'd give it a shot to see what kind of effect the blood flow from bicep to tricep to shoulder would have on the workout itself, and if keeping it the training in that same general physically geographic area of like right here, the shoulder and arm, would make a difference in how I felt for my performance. So I'm going to show you some clips from my training sessions, and I hope you enjoy them. Watch them, get in contact with me, make some comments in the comments section, ask me questions, anything you want. I'm more than happy to answer you. Shoot me an email at samsonstrong6@gmail.com, and definitely follow me on the Instagram at samsonstrong6. I got some clips up there too. Remember, sooner than later, I'll have some Samson Strong hoodies. It's a matter of when I can get some cash together to get them created, but they'll be out sooner than later, hopefully within the next month or two for the winter season. All that being said, watch the video, enjoy it. I give this to you. I hope you learned something. And if you have any information to share with me and the community, please feel free to do so. All right? Everybody out there, stay strong and stay Samson Strong. Peace. Starting off, shoulder presses. Nothing unique or special, but just remember when you're doing these every time, you only want to come down to about parallel from your elbows to your shoulders. You never want to come down too deep, overextend the shoulder joint, and you lose your range of motion, at least your effective range of motion. Now you'll notice today, I'm going a little heavier than what my body's telling me I'm capable of doing. What that tells me is that my diet's working because my strength is actually a little bit down. But you still gotta push it a little bit to see where you are, to see what you need to progress in. All right, next time you try shoulders, do them that way as well. Peace out. Sam. All right, so as an overall muscle group, your rear delt is a very small one, but that doesn't mean it's not necessary. If you want to have a good, balanced, and overall strong shoulder, you got to do rear delts every single time you do a shoulder exercise, no matter what. All right, you'll notice on that one, I never went further forward than right about here. Anything further than that will be extending my range of motion. Do these rear delt pull downs in any shoulder workout you do. You'll benefit from them, you'll get stronger, you'll get more cuts, you'll get more overall shape, all right? Next time to you. Samson Strong. Peace. All right, so today we're finishing off our shoulders with lateral dumbbell raises. Now, critical mistake I've been making in the last few weeks is to touch my legs at the side. It's a mistake because I'm relaxing the tension on the muscles, so I'm gonna stop doing that as of right now. And I'm just gonna go through an active range of motion. I'm not gonna rest at the bottom, and I'm not gonna swing beyond the uppermost range of motion. Otherwise I lose the stress on the muscle and negate the exercise's effect. And you see my bottom part of my body, my legs are starting to move a little bit. That means I'm losing control. So now my arms go up a little bit less far, and I only go through what I can actually manage to get successful. And right there is failure. So stop moving. You do exercises like that, you do dumbbells like that, with that kind of form every time, you're gonna end up growing shoulders that look like that. You do that kind of pose, all right? Now you'll notice also, this is the end of our shoulder workout. We didn't do front delts. Everything you do for your upper body incorporates shoulders, front delts. Today we're not doing front delts at all. You don't always have to do them. They're not necessary to do every single time you train shoulders. From me to you, use that for your information and your benefit. Stand strong, everybody. Peace. All right, so you'll notice right away, these weights are not heavy, 25 pounders on each side. What matters more is not the weight I'm doing, how I'm doing it. All right, now check this out. Standard curls. Right now, I'm gonna hold one side, curl with the other, and switch it up. On top of everything else, I'm gonna throw in some half reps to make it even more painful. Because why? Because I'm a masochist, I like hurting myself. There you go. And you notice, half reps are beneficial because they allow you to keep so much more tension on that muscle while still maintaining contraction and movement. It just goes to show, you don't have to be young to lift crazy heavy weights, to get crazy pumps, big ass arms like that, and like that. Take it from me, try it, use it to your benefit. Samson Strong, peace. Now, I'm gonna finish out our bicep workout on this hoist machine now. I'm not usually a fan of machines for biceps, but in this case it works out really well because it's a killer movement. And I wouldn't have thought of it today. Well, actually I didn't think of it today. My training partner did. So thanks to him, we're gonna fry our bicep with this final movement. We're gonna bring it up and in towards the chest from the seated movement, up and in. We're gonna really rip the outer head of our bicep to give ourselves a nice peak. So when you decide to get your lazy asses on stage like me, you can do a front double bicep pose and a rear double bicep pose and kick it and kill it. Just like I am right now with this movement. All the way up and in towards the chest. Unlike standing, unlike the dumbbells, you see the outer head as opposed to the inner head of the bicep. And just like that, complete rounded killer biceps. Samson Strong, peace. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. So we got straight up cable presses for triceps. As with everything we do, there's nothing unusual about this. But there are some things I want you to do next time. When you're on this movement, I want you to bend your wrist over top. All right, start here at neutral, bend your wrist over top, and push straight down. Not out, but down. Come up to 90 degrees, neutral, do half your set that way, and do the second half. Let your wrists fall out to there. Now for me, I fail quicker that way, but when you make that transition from over top to hanging back, you'll feel the crux of the exercise goes from the inner tricep to the outer head. And as long as you control the shoulders and you're still going over top of your body, you're gonna have an amazing feeling, a great pump in both sides, in both heads of your tricep. And you're gonna end up with a tricep that looks like it belongs on stage somewhere. I don't know, maybe in some sort of bodybuilding show or something, but right there. That's how you get and stay. Stand for strong. Peace.